Hey, Norco College new students, Mark Hartley, Dean of Student Life here. I'm so excited for you guys to be a part of this session right here. We have an interview coming to us from Amber Lopez, who represents the School of Business and Management. She graduated a couple years ago. She's doing phenomenal things now at Cal State San Bernardino. I'm excited to have her here. I'm excited for you to listen to her. We're going to get right into this. So, Amber, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Dr. Hartley. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So excited about this. So we're going to get into this, but I want to have our viewers, our new students, know a little bit about you. So why don't you tell us about yourself, your major, your hometown, what high school did you go to? How many years were you at Norco College? Give us a little background.
Okay, so I'm Amber Lopez, and I grew up in Corona my whole life. I went to, I graduated from Buena Vista, which would be Levy Pollard now, back in 2006. So I went back to Norco College in 2017, and I graduated in 2019.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yes. So I was there for about like 2.5 years, and I loved my time at Norco. Just overall great experience, and yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Hey, so tell us what your major is and how did you end up choosing that major? What was the process like for you to pick your major?
So I decided to choose business because, like I said, I returned to school a little later, but I was working for a plumbing wholesale company, and I was a receptionist for about 4.5 years. And so I like the wholesale industry, and I know it sounds so exciting, plumbing, but real glamorous, but I actually really liked it. And I would talk to a lot of the salesmen and things like that, and I found it, I don't know, I just found it interesting, and I was like, something, business, money, I mean. So
Nothing wrong with that. I agree.
yeah, so
Gotta
and
put
then I
food on the
just
table, right?
yeah, and I just made the step to go back to school and get my degree.
It's wonderful.
Hmm.
Wow. I love it. I love it. What suggestions would you give for a new student coming in that's maybe undecided right now, or they picked their major, but maybe they're unsure about it? What kind of suggestions would you share with them?
Um, you know what? It's not the end of the world. I think it's absolutely necessary to have a plan, but to be flexible as well, because you're going to you're going to grow and evolve in your educational journey, and there are some people who know right off the bat what they want to do, and that is awesome. I was not one of those people,
Mhm.
and but I think there's so many great counselors and advisors at Norco that helped me in my educational journey, especially EOPS. Like that was such like I think for me that was the game changer of why I even graduated. But I think that just understanding that to be flexible, but you do need a plan. But it's not a. I don't think it's a like a big deal if you change in the end.
Right.
Your mind.
Now, did you change your major? What did you
I
come
did.
in and yeah.
I did. I decided to change actually the semester before I transferred.
No kidding. Look at that.
So, um, but I still, I think that because I decided to go into communication, so I do feel that what I've learned, you know, with my business classes is going to help me because I want to do public relations and kind of like advertising. So I think that they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
So. Mhm.
Absolutely. You're looking at a guy here as well. I changed my major and, I've got no regrets. Sometimes we come in thinking we want one thing, but after we get in there, we meet some different professors and see different areas and understand a little bit about ourselves as well. Things change and that's okay.
Mhm.
So Yeah, we're not tied into any one thing. So I think that's important. I really like what you had to say about, meeting with counselors and getting some outside opinion and some perspective. I think that's really, really good. So being in the School of Business, and we've got four phenomenal schools, School of Business and Management is really powerful. What would you say are some of the highlights and benefits of being a part of that school?
I definitely, one of my highlights was my my introduction to business course with Tara Johnson. She was just so awesome. Like I really loved taking her class, and just and just all my professors at Norco. I've had one of my political science teachers. She wrote me a letter of recommendation. Um, Even Professor, oh my gosh, Bowman,
Oh yeah,
economics. Oh
Peter
my gosh,
Bowman.
I actually went through a personal situation during one of my semesters at Norco, and he just went above and beyond for me. I was actually really scared to take his class, and and he just was like so just he just was like he really helped me through that time, and so I really appreciated that.
One of the things I love about Norco, and this can be said for, 99% of the professors there, they absolutely care about students
Mhm.
outside of the classroom as well. Like they want you to be a better human being. That's their mission. That's their goal. And, to hear you say that about Peter, I know him. He's got such a great heart.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
cares about students, and
yeah,
really, we could throw many professors' name in that same
yeah.
category, that they will go up and beyond the call of duty, to help people out. So I'm really glad you shared that. Hey, so we've got some great majors in the School of Business and Management. We also have some phenomenal certificate programs as well.
Mhm.
Can you share a little bit about the certificate programs in the School of Business and Management?
Yeah, so there's a few. So I'll just name a couple. There's logistics management, there's gaming development, and also there's entrepreneurship. So, for those
So
who
this is
are.
phenomenal. So
Mhm.
from my understanding, I mean, this is something maybe somebody's, like you, maybe returning after a break in their education, they've got a job, they can see, and another one that we've got, I think, is in real estate. That's a big
Yeah.
one that, is very
Mhm.
popular. So somebody that wants to get into real estate, or like you mentioned, game development or whatever, let me take a few classes, get their certificate, put that on my resume. Now I'm able to get the next level job, up. So, um, certainly phenomenal degrees that are taking place, but also kind of like this shortcut path to help students get what they need to further their career. I think it's really powerful.
Yeah, I think it's really good for especially those returning adults. I mean,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And you think about like entrepreneurship, boy, in the situation that we're in, where a lot of people
Mhm.
are at home right now, to be able to start your own business, to be able to get that knowledge on how to do that. Think about the economics, accounting. How do you do just planning for the future, and projections and things like that. So this is the time, for a lot of people to get involved with a certificate program. I think it's pretty powerful. So good stuff. I was on the School of Business and Management's webpage earlier today, and I noticed something that really caught my eye. And it really talked about being able to meet the students' needs who are self-directed. And I thought that really was encapsulating of what the School of Business and Management does, help students get on the path that they need. So can you tell our viewers, our new students, their families, a little bit about the environment that some of our faculty have fostered for you in terms of being self-directed?
Well, so I was always on the website at Norco College because I always needed, like, just as a first generation college student, I didn't know really how to navigate through college. So I did find myself a lot on the website, which was helpful, which led me to finding an on campus job as a student ambassador, where I met Alex Spencer.
Thanks.
And so he was my supervisor, and he's down in the LRC. And so, through him, I was even able to get a job too in the counseling department. I'm sorry, not the counseling department, and with the Dean of Instruction.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
was a
great.
student worker. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so with Claudia Figueroa, she's so awesome, and all the
Yeah.
ladies of it,
Shout out.
and the deans. So, just through that, I was able to engage more with a lot of, faculty, and just even seeing like my professors and old professors in the office and out of the office, and getting to know people as a student ambassador, other students, and helping them navigate, new students, like how to register and, apply for
Mhm.
FAFSA, things like that. So,
That's
um,
powerful.
yeah, so I
Well, I'll
really,
tell
really,
you, one of the things that I love about our campus is our faculty's willingness to identify students, see their talents, skills, and abilities, and then put
Mhm.
them in contact with people to make sure that they're getting some more experience in those areas. I think it's really powerful. And you mentioned Alex being down in the LRC. They've upgraded now. So instead of the Learning Resource Center, he's now over in the Engagement Center, which is in the Science and Technology building on our campus, doing phenomenal things over there and just making great things happen. So um, I'm really glad that you mentioned where you worked, because I think it's important for students to know getting an on-campus job
Mhm.
is it's crucial. As a matter of fact, some of the statistics say if you got an on-campus job, your GPA is higher than somebody that's working off campus,
Mhm. It's
which
true.
absolutely makes sense. The professors know when or your supervisor would know when finals are going to be, midterms. You
Mhm.
got a big paper. Hey, you can go and share that, with your professor, or sorry, your employer, so that they understand, hey, we're going to move your hours around this week to make sure that you
Yeah.
can accommodate your academics. That's the number one reason you're there. They're not going to do that if you're working down at Amazon, not putting down Amazon. They're not going to do that if you're working at Stater Brothers or
Yeah.
wherever, because that's not their main focus. But when you work on campus, it is our main focus. Make sure that your academics come first. So
Definitely, I agree.
cool. So what are some of the top fields that graduates from the School of Business and Management are going into after they graduate from Norco College?
So, I think, at least in business, Norco is definitely a great stepping stone to, transferring to a 4-year,
Mhm.
like I did. So, I'm at Cal State San Bernardino. So, I think that um, that's what from other business students, that was like the trend
I love it.
from, yeah.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, like, hey, you may not be able to get the CEO job that you really want right out of Norco College,
Mhm.
but Norco College prepares you to get to that
Yeah.
4-year school that's going to give you the information that you need, the education, and
Mhm.
maybe even getting an MBA after that, so that you can get that CEO job down the road, or make something happen.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I love Norco College because in many ways, in many different majors, it is a phenomenal stepping stone to that next level. It's pretty powerful. So to wrap up, will you share some advice that you would give to an incoming student about how to succeed in the School of Business and Management, or just Norco College in general? What are some of the tips that you would share with an incoming student?
So for me, I feel that what changed my my educational journey, and made it more positive, was just getting involved. And there's so many resources at Norco that I didn't even know of for like the first year, honestly, because I didn't step out, and I would just go to class and just go to my car and like be gone, And so and because I didn't know, and so and I felt weird, like, because I was like older, but I think just like the LRC was so crucial. Like, that's like, I lived there. I did all my homework there, because that's, you know I mean, now I know it's a little bit different, but there's like I said, EOPS. There's just so many things that Norco College provides, and even just making sure you talk to an advisor, a counselor, every semester, just to make sure that you're on track and, taking the right classes that you need. And, because that, there was a time when I just was taking random classes. And so I just think that those are important things and help keep you accountable as well.
Really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Amber, thank you so much for sharing with us, giving us your time, your wisdom, your experience. I think the things that you had to say are right on track and can really help a student. If they listen to you, if they implement the stuff that you've said, they're going to succeed just like you have. So I just want to
Thank you.
congratulate you. I wish you the best over at Cal State San Bernardino. Make us proud. They're the Coyotes. So I say go Coyotes, but I also say go Mustangs.
Yes.
I forget where you came
I'm a
from.
Mustang first.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. So, hey, so excited to have you here, and just thank you for all that you've shared. So, hope you have a great day. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Hartley.
All righty. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.